Hello and welcome to Gentleman's Romance Review. I'm your host, GR. Here we review books and give our opinions on whether you should read or not read. Mainly, we review romance novels, as our name implies. Let's go take a look at what we got. Now, where did I put that? Here we are. This episode is about God Touched, an Amazon and Audible bestseller written by John Conroe, and the first book that he ever penned. Let's start with the summary, shall we? Heaven and hell are locked in an arms race, and heaven just leveled up. Meet Chris Gordon, NYPD rookie, master exorcist. Born with the power to banish any demon to hell, Chris is heaven's one-man army against the damned. Policing the streets by day and hell's hordes by night, he's pretty sure he's seen it all. When he meets Tatiana Demidova, a Russian heiress with a liquid red diet, he learns the mysteries of life have just begun. Facing wereweasels, vampires, secret law enforcement units, and the spirit of a giant, short-faced bear, Gordon's fighting for his life just when he's learned that life is worth fighting for. But as his enemies will soon find out, the blood of a hero is sometimes a weapon unto itself. God Touched may appeal to fans of Butcher, Briggs, Heron, and Andrews, or anyone who hates sparkly vampires. Congratulations, you've gotten past the summary. Now let's really talk about this book. Spoiler warnings ahead. If you do not want to hear spoilers, please continue to the next part of the video. John has a lot of tropes littered throughout his book. I'm going to try to make some up and compare some common ones to modern media, so it might be a little easier for you guys to understand. I've read this book multiple times and I've seen 6 tropes come up. Love at first sight. John pretty much hits us over the head with this one. It is love at first sight. Kind of. To paraphrase what happens, both look at each other and can't look away, like they're in a trance, they're locked in. The only reason I say this isn't love at first sight is because Chris is able to shake this feeling off afterwards. Because the book is written in first person, Chris believes that he's only drooling over a beautiful woman and Tatiana's input's not actually given at all. Set in the modern day, it's very obvious that John wanted his book to take place in the present. Throughout his book, John makes vague references to technology, political events, and historical events to kind of put the book in the 21st century. The mentor. Chris has a grandfather that he goes to who serves a surrogate father type role, allowing him to talk to him about life, the supernatural, his relationship, money, just anything in general. High action. Chris has a lot of enemies, as stated earlier in the video. If he chooses not to fight, the world could be doomed, and also his relationship could be doomed as well. Troubled protagonist / reluctant hero. Chris is a troubled protagonist because all he has is his mission against evil at first. Chris is a reluctant hero because he didn't choose to be God's warrior. God chose him. And because of this, he's resentful against God because he's all alone. But Chris realizes if he doesn't fight, then no one else will. Then who will save humanity? Predator and prey. This is actually a very common writing trope when it comes to supernatural books. When it comes to romance novels, it means that someone's going to be dominant in the relationship and someone's going to be submissive. But when it comes to supernatural romance novels, it usually means that the person with the supernatural powers is the dominant and the one that's human is submissive. John does something interesting here and makes both characters dominant. Chris was raised by an old-fashioned military veteran, and Tatiana was raised by apex predators, so it kind of goes without saying that both of them would have a domineering personality. John has a very direct writing style. He'll lay everything out for you so you always know what's going on, but he's also got a very sarcastic writing style. I often had to put the book down and catch a breath because I would not stop laughing. Now it's time for the reviews and my recommendation. Amazon rates God Touched a 4.6 out of 5, and Goodreads rates God Touched a 4.19 out of 5. On the low end of the spectrum, a lot of the readers state that it's a Mary Sue, wish fulfillment, self-insert type of book, or they basically say it's Twilight, but for guys. On the high end of the spectrum, Conroe's praised for his world building and using existing IPs to make something different. My recommendation, I'm with the 5 stars. I believe that John's world building provided a very interesting introduction to the urban fantasy genre, and it allows the reader to enjoy something simplistic and fun. And there you have it. That was John Conroe's God Touched. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to let me know if I should make more videos like this.